Hi there. Welcome back to American Lingo Academy. I'm Luna, and today we're going to learn another 10 common idioms, phrases, and sentences that native English speakers use every single day. These are expressions you'll hear in movies, at work, with friends, and in everyday conversations. So get ready to sound more natural and confident. All right, let's get started. Number 1. When pigs fly. This is an idiom. It means something will never happen or it's impossible. We use this when we don't believe something will ever come true. It's a funny way to say no way, that's not going to happen. It's sarcastic but playful. For example, imagine your friend says he's going to wake up at 5 a.m. every day to exercise, but he always sleeps until noon. You could say, "Yeah, right, you'll wake up at 5 a.m. when pigs fly." You're being playful, but you're saying you don't think it will happen because he's never been a morning person. Here's another one. Let's say your lazy coworker says he's going to finish all his work early today. You might think to yourself, "Sure, when pigs fly." You're saying you really doubt it because he never finishes early. He always procrastinates and leaves things to the last minute. Number 2. Hit the ground running. This is an idiom or a phrase. It means to start something with a lot of energy and confidence, without wasting time. You're ready to go from the very beginning. You don't need a slow start. You just jump right in and get things done. For example, you just got a new job, and on your first day, you already know what to do and you start working hard immediately. Your boss might say, "Wow, you really hit the ground running." That means you started strong and didn't need much time to adjust. You impressed everyone with how quickly you got comfortable. Here's another one. Maybe you're starting a new project at school. You don't waste any time. You begin researching and planning right away. Your teacher could say, "I love how you hit the ground running on this assignment." It means you jumped right in with energy and focus, and you're already making great progress. Number 3. You stood me up. It means someone didn't show up when they promised to meet you. It's used when you feel disappointed or a little upset because someone didn't come and didn't tell you they weren't coming. It can hurt your feelings, especially if you were looking forward to it. For example, you made plans to meet your friend for coffee at 3 p.m. You waited for 30 minutes, but they never came and never called. Later, you text them and say, "You stood me up. I waited for you, but you never showed up." You're letting them know you're disappointed and that it wasn't cool. Here's another one. Imagine you had a date with someone. You got dressed up, went to the restaurant, but the person never arrived. You might tell your friend later, "Can you believe it? He stood me up. I sat there alone for an hour." It shows you're frustrated and embarrassed because you were waiting for nothing. Number 4. Social butterfly and outcast. These are two opposite phrases or labels. A social butterfly is someone who loves being around people, talks to everyone, and makes friends easily. They're fun, outgoing, and always in the middle of the action. An outcast is someone who feels left out or doesn't fit in with a group. For example, there's a girl in your class who talks to everyone, goes to every party, and is always smiling and friendly. You could say she's such a social butterfly. Everyone loves her. It means she's very social and outgoing. She lights up the room and makes people feel comfortable. Here's another one. Now imagine a guy who sits alone at lunch, doesn't talk much, and other people ignore him or exclude him. You might say he feels like an outcast. Nobody invites him to anything. That means he's being left out and feels lonely. It's sad, and he probably wishes he fit in better. All right, if you're enjoying this lesson so far, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us keep making videos for you every single day. And comment below and let me know which expression is your favorite. Thank you so much. Number 5. Stop stealing my thunder. This is an idiom or expression. It means stop taking attention away from me, or stop taking credit for something I did. You use it when someone tries to make your moment about them instead. It can be frustrating because you worked hard, or it was your special time. For example, it's your birthday party, and you're about to blow out the candles. Suddenly, your brother starts singing really loudly and everyone looks at him instead of you. You might say, "Hey, stop stealing my thunder. This is my birthday." You want the attention back on you because it's supposed to be your special moment. Here's another one. Let's say you worked really hard on a group project, and when you present it, your teammate talks the whole time and acts like they did everything. Later, you tell them you totally stole my thunder in there. I did most of the work. You're upset because they took your credit and didn't give you a chance to shine. Number 6, you threw me under the bus. This is an idiom. It means you betrayed me or blamed me to save yourself. Someone made you look bad to protect themselves, and now you're in trouble because of them. It's hurtful and feels like backstabbing. For example, you and your coworker both made a mistake at work. Your boss asks what happened and your coworker says, "Oh, it was all her fault. I told her not to do it." But that's not true. Later you say to them, "Wow, you really threw me under the bus. Now I look like the bad guy." You feel betrayed. Here's another one. Maybe you and your friend skipped class together. When the teacher asks why, your friend says, "I don't know. She told me to skip with her." You're shocked, so you say, "Are you serious? You just threw me under the bus." You're upset because your friend blamed only you when you both made the choice together. Number 7, I was in a bad place. This is a sentence or expression. It means I was going through a difficult time emotionally or mentally. Maybe you were sad, stressed, depressed, or dealing with problems. It's a gentle way to explain you weren't okay. It helps people understand why you acted differently. For example, someone asks you why you stopped answering their calls last year. You might say, "I'm sorry, I was in a bad place back then. I wasn't feeling like myself." It helps them understand you were struggling and it wasn't personal. You just needed space to deal with your feelings. Here's another one. Maybe you quit your job suddenly without telling anyone. Your friend asks why, and you explain, "Honestly, I was in a bad place. I needed a break from everything." It shows you were overwhelmed and needed time to heal. You weren't thinking clearly, and you had to take care of yourself first. Number 8, you lost me. This is a sentence or phrase. It means I don't understand what you're saying. You were following along, but now you're confused. It's a polite way to ask someone to explain again or slow down. Don't be afraid to say this because it's totally normal. For example, your teacher is explaining a math problem, and halfway through, you stop understanding. You raise your hand and say, "Sorry, you lost me. Can you explain that part again?" You're asking for help because you're confused, and that's okay. It's better to ask than to stay lost. Here's another one. Your friend is telling you a complicated story with too many details and names. You interrupt and say, "Wait, you lost me. Who is Sarah again?" You need them to go back and clarify because you can't follow anymore. There are too many people in the story and you're getting mixed up. Number 9, she is a peach. This is an idiom or expression. It means she is a sweet, kind, and wonderful person. It's a compliment. You're saying someone is really nice and easy to be around. They make your life better just by being in it. For example, your neighbor always helps you carry your groceries and smiles at you every morning. You tell your friend, "My neighbor is such a peach. She's so kind and helpful." You're saying she's a lovely person and you really appreciate her. She makes your day brighter. Here's another one. Maybe you have a new coworker who is friendly, patient, and always willing to help. You say to someone, "I love working with her. She's a peach." It means you really appreciate how nice she is. She never complains. She's always positive, and she treats everyone with respect. Number 10. Don't make this harder than it already is. This is a sentence or request. It means please don't complicate the situation or make it more difficult. Things are already tough, so let's not add more problems or drama. You're asking for understanding and cooperation. For example, you're breaking up with your boyfriend, and he keeps arguing and asking a lot of questions. You're emotional, and you say, "Please don't make this harder than it already is. Just let me go." You're asking him to stop because it's already painful enough and you can't handle more stress right now. Here's another one. Maybe you're trying to leave a job, and your boss keeps guilt-tripping you or offering you more money to stay. You feel stressed, so you say, "I've made my decision." Please don't make this harder than it already is. You want them to respect your choice and stop making it more complicated. And that's it for today's lesson. Great job sticking with me all the way through. I hope these 10 expressions help you sound more natural and confident when you speak English. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Share it with your friends who are learning English. Leave a comment below telling me which phrase was your favorite. And don't forget to subscribe because we post new videos every single day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.